Fucking he's totally drunk.
Just don't let him see that you're
What the? My name is Alex. I'm from Australia, and I quit the corporate life to start a food business. PaperMill, Fresh Asian Kitchen. I'm the creator of this burrito, the fresh spring roll burrito. And you know what? There's a bit of a story behind it, and I want to share that with you. So if you've ever wanted to start your own business, or you love travel and food, then follow my journey. You never know where it might lead you. Alright, so let's recap what's happened so far. So I've left Australia, motorbiked through Vietnam, lived on a rice farm, learned all about rice paper from my mate in Hanoi, Tien, flew to Cambodia to meet Yod, and we just got accepted into a music festival in Amsterdam. So at this point I've got 2 months to make my way to Amsterdam, so I thought I'd take a couple of pit stops along the way. Firstly, India. After traveling alone for so long, I finally met up with my mate, Daniel. So it is true, there are cows everywhere, including the train stations.
Is that a cow?
We visited the infamous Taj Mahal.
Guess where we are, Daniel?
Turn the camera around.
Taj Mahal.
Jodhpur, the Blue City.
What is your name?
Dream.
Prem, where are you from?
And Brim from Jodhpur kindly invited us to his house from the searing heat to his cool turquoise and blue home. We tried the local street food that each city had to offer. It was amazing to see the passion, pride, and the perfection these street vendors showed when creating their very humble traditional foods. They were so efficient in pumping the food out to the masses and not compromising on quality. We also travelled north to the Kashmiri Himalayas, where we stayed with a local family and came across sights I'd never thought I'd see, like when a bear came and killed all of the goats in the valley. And after all of this, after getting food poisoning after a 24-hour bus ride and a 7-hour flight, we made our way to Moscow in Russia.
This is Alex here, just checking in. Privyet, 3rd of June 2015. I'm here with Daniel, who's watching me do the vlog. PaperMill Food, he's been part of it. And today I got my first official confirmation that I'll be doing a music festival called Electronic Picnic in Amsterdam this summer. I'm going to be selling some rice paper rolls. I'll be also going to Thuishaven, which is on the 25th to the 28th of July. Man, I was looking forward to this moment for a very long time. But yeah, I'm on top of the world right now. I don't want to get too ahead of myself because I am on a high, but I got to make sure that, you know, not getting cocky. You got to keep level-headed. Got to be smart, strategic about it. We'll be in Amsterdam on the 23rd of June after traveling Eastern Europe with this dude. And yeah, I don't know. Any last words?
PaperMill Foods 2015, baby.
Got a better look at St. Basil's Cathedral and made our way to a restaurant I'd seen on Instagram that sold fresh spring rolls in Russia.
We're here at Fresh Restaurant. This is a chain of pretty sure organic kind of restaurants here in Moscow. They have a couple of products in there that I've seen on Instagram. And this is Russia, man. You'll see the rice paper rolls we're about to eat. They're not really Asian. They're more kind of like put a salad in a rice paper thing. But I'm all about seeing all the way different people kind of do it. So let's check it out. We've got Daniel here, he's going to be a guinea pig as well today, testing out these rice paper rolls. We're going to get a second opinion. He's half Asian, he's from Japan, he knows his shit. Fine. But I think I'm going to get the rice paper rolls.
And then the food came out. Russian fresh spring rolls. Rolls with an assortment of fresh vegetables and a peanut lime sauce, quinoa rice paper rolls with avocado and soy ginger sauce, nori salad wrap. It was all a very contemporary and inventive take on the Vietnamese staple, which is kind of what I'm trying to do. And in the Western world, contemporary and hip aren't really used in the same sentence as Russia. But nonetheless, I'll let the food do the talking.
Who's happy Japanese guy? So we just finished up our R&D sesh, as Daniel likes to say.
And now, onto a Tinder date that Daniel set up.
Privyet, как дела?
Did you get that?
I did.
Oh, yeah.
Poor kid. Okay, so we're on this Tinder date and now they're off into the sunset learning to skateboard together. So we hired skateboard. I'm like the biggest third wheel. Check him out. Girl in a little striped shirt down there, there's Daniel. Third wheeling at its finest, my friends. Oh, look at that sun as it just like glows on them. Third wheeling as usual. You know how it is. Just kidding.
My leg is very
Your why?
ill. When
It hurts?
not ill.
What happened?
What is this?
You're ill.
Leg ill. What is-
Yep.
Leg is ill. Or leg.
There's nothing quite like giving some incorrect grammar advice.
Oh, look at that! Look at that glance. Look at that smile. And why are you in the middle of the road with that police car?
We just finished having dinner with our dates.
And what happened?
Really well. I don't know, we just had a really good time.
So anyways, after our Tinder date and annoying the Russian police, we made our way to St. Petersburg. Now you're probably wondering why I even came to Russia. Coming from the West, I've heard a million and one things. Nobody smiles in public, they're a dangerous, violent country, they all have dash cams and road rage, Putin is evil, everyone drinks vodka. I wanted to see it all for myself. And plus, I was pretty much having a quarter-life crisis and I didn't really give a shit. Moscow really surprised me, and I was interested to see what St. Petersburg has to offer. Luckily, we teed up a couch-surfing host to take us in. This is Vyacheslav, a fellow millennial that worked in graphic and visual design. He loved travel, skating, dubstep, and beer. We were intrigued to see how a Russian our age lived, and he was really intrigued by us and the West. It was the perfect matchup.
Taking out the trash.
Yes, this is awesome place in St. Petersburg. It's really popular office trasher magazine in Russia.
Trasher magazine.
Trasher in Russia. This is fucking stupid Russian pigeon. You can zoom.
The wildlife tour. Hey, what's up? Couch surfing with my Russian friends right now. I'm just saying, talking to the camera. I'm doing couch surfing with my Russian friends right now. Say hello.
Hello!
Hi. Привет.
Привет!
Как
Как
дела?
дела?
Тоже хорошо.
Тоже отлично. Отлично. Супер.
Ништяк.
Ништяк.
And one thing I've always done as I travel is repay my hosts with fresh spring rolls. It doesn't matter where I am, I will find an Asian grocery and get everything I need in order to share this food that represents my passion. I've even made them at the beach. Unfortunately, in St. Petersburg, I couldn't find rice paper.
We're in St. Petersburg, Russia. We're currently making rice paper rolls. We couldn't find any rice paper, so we have some guano bread. This is Vyacheslav. Come. Vyacheslav. Привет.
Alex have a good fakey ollie.
It was interesting to learn more about Russia from Russians our age, and not someone who's never been there before. I found out that nobody smiled in public because, well, that's what their recent history has led it to be. But that doesn't mean people aren't happy and don't smile. Maybe just not in public. The cities certainly weren't hubs for violence like you see on YouTube, but I was told if you go into the country, that's where you'll see dash cams and road rage. And perhaps a real Russia that isn't the same as the capital cities. Turns out Putin's evil reputation is obviously a Western idea,
Why that, Daniel?
and they secretly love him. Rice paper was nowhere to be found except in a restaurant in Moscow. And yes, they do drink vodka straight from the bottle.
Andrei и Lina. And we're drinking some vodka. Что?
This is flask. This is fляшка on Russian. This is drinking device. Yeah. And now I'm drinking good stuff.
This is his first time drinking the Corona ever.
Yeah, this is first time drinking device.
Dylan Reader.
My brat is drinking some Corona. First time ever.
Corona. Yeah, with lime.
From St. Petersburg, Moscow 2015.
Fucking shit. The end.
So after a splendid time in Russia, we left Vyacheslav's pad to a couple of stops before Amsterdam. But something came up.
I'm currently in a bit of a dilemma right now. I actually overstayed my visa in Russia, which doesn't sound like too bad of a thing, but technically, yeah, I'm an illegal alien.
Now to cut the story short, here's what happened. To get a Russian visa, you have to write exactly when you're entering and exiting the country. I said I was leaving on the 14th of June, but the bus I booked technically crossed the border at midnight, which meant I was leaving on the 15th of June. So I googled my situation, and that obviously didn't help. Despite everything I've talked up about Russia, could they actually throw me in jail? Will I feel the wrath of Putin's iron fist? And realistically, would I be stuck here for a month and miss out on my pop-ups in Amsterdam? The next day, I got a tip to go to the airport. So I caught a bus and a shuttle. God, I'm a tight ass. I got to the airport and a 14-year-old guy in a suit comes out demanding to know why I overstayed, and that I should give him money and my passport.
I'm in the airport now. Dude in a suit comes out, demands like 1,500 rubles. And all these security guards are out there. I gotta like be super secretive. Laters.
I waited in this room and played my harmonica for Vyacheslav.
That's for you, Vyacheslav. I'm gonna keep practicing.
Then the guy came back. He gives me my passport, and then in his 14-year-old looking suit, he disappeared into the crowd like the mysterious enigma he was. So I booked another bus and tried again.
I think we're at the border.
And the next day,
I'm free from Russia. Alex won, Russia won. We'll meet again one day. Russia.
Now I can't finish this episode without making some fresh spring rolls. So I parted ways with Daniel and made my way to Lithuania, a country I hadn't really heard of besides its basketball team. This was my last stop before Amsterdam. I met up with a local Lithuanian, Albertus, a guy I met in Vietnam as well, and I hung out with him and his family on Lithuania Day.
It's a good day. The weather is like in Australia in the winter, but we're having fun. Look at these buildings. I think it's nice. Soviet Union smell. We are celebrating the longest day in a year and the shortest night. So the people, they make bonfires everywhere in the villages, and they're looking for some special flower in a forest. And if you find that flower, you are very happy. That means next year you're gonna be happy. Shit, yeah. Fucking, he's totally drunk.
Just don't let him see that you're taking pictures, because that one.
We'll go to find the naked guy. Maybe he needs some help. Quite cold. A lot of mosquitoes around, so they can bite as well.
Because this isn't a naked park, is it?
No, it's not.
We never found the naked guy, or the flower everyone was searching for. And turns out that the closest thing to naked people were the two guys I was with. We celebrated Lithuania Day over volleyball, charcoal meat skewers, and great company. And you know what? I can't believe I was hanging out with this guy I met back in Vietnam. And here I am alone in a country I barely even knew about, celebrating the National Day. But now, we're gonna go rice paper hunting.
Just take off your shirt.
Yeah,
Take
man.
a picture at Palm Beach.
Yeah, man. Look how many.
So we're at a Lithuanian supermarket right now. Hopefully they have some rice paper and some...
I hope we're gonna find some.
Yeah, I hope we'll find some stuff.
Spring rolls? Ah. Spring rolls with the rice paper. And that's the only one rice paper we have in Lithuania. And just in this shop.
Fried also.
It's so colorful. That will gonna be on Instagram, definitely.
It'll be on Instagram. Yeah, dude. Got some cherry beer.
The cherry beer ready in the process. So we just have to cut the lettuce and...
How do you feel, man?
I'm excited. Just want to try the reaction of my friends if they were gonna like it.
I can't tell you how much joy it brings me sharing this with people. There's nothing like sitting around a table with friends and family, everyone getting their hands dirty, nobody cares, and having some healthy, fresh spring rolls.
Wow, look at that.
Cigar.
Slimmy.
So you never seen this before? They have?
No.
I think I have ate it. Something like that. Only shrimp, sauce, and those rice balls.
And even better is seeing their reactions.
Thank you.
I can't drop right now. It's too good.
Thank you.
It's like, it looks like something.
Thank you.
Cheers. Cheers, man. Lemon inside. Lemon inside.
Cheers.
In the next episode, I finally make it to Amsterdam. With only a couple of weeks out from our first festival, Jord and I learned everything from the ground up. I reconnect with some more friends I met traveling, And of course, I have some fun along the way.